Okay, welcome to episode 1 of my brand new magazine show, Fast Action Cards Sports Desk. As the name implies, we will be concentrating on games that can be played with fast action cards. This name is really a homage to Status Pro Baseball that I found in a shop called Games Workshop in Manchester in the UK around 1984. I played the game for 30 years. Until I discovered Action PC, and then I played that for about 6 or 7 years. It was fantastic. I had it all set up with victory songs, plate music, everything. But I found that there was something missing. There was no soul really in the game, and I found that I wanted something more. I checked out PLAAY Games over the years, but I dismissed them as I do not like dice games, and my wife dislikes dice games even more. And I just loved fast action cards, probably because of that earlier love for Status Pro. A year ago, though, I took the plunge after finding History Maker Baseball now had fast action cards. And when I found it, wow, my mind was completely blown. It supplied everything that was missing in the other games. I can picture the coach trying to motivate the players. I can picture storm clouds blowing in from Lake Michigan over Wrigley. I can just feel the game, and I can understand why people most definitely come to play games. And to play sports. In my opinion, History Maker Baseball is the greatest tabletop sports game ever produced. If there's one better, I just don't know it, and I've played nearly all of them over the years. Fast forward a year, and I've bought just about all of their games. I'm always working on various projects for PLAAY Games at one time. And at the moment I've got 2 special projects I'm working on with Keith's approval. Firstly, I'm working through the Soccer World Cup 1966, one that was particularly close to my heart. I went to some of the games during that. I know all the players well, and if that goes well, then my target is to have it released in the next 4 to 6 days once Keith has given the okay. And in the new year, if that's successful, I'll start working on the 1970 World Cup. I'm also working part-time, really, this one, on an Australian rules football game. My aim is for it to take less than 30 minutes, and it's going to be loosely based on Fury and Blast game engines. I've got playmat, and the game does play, and I've got it down to that period of time. It depends on fitting in with Keith's ethos, whether it actually ever sees light of day. I don't see it ever being a standalone game, but maybe it could be supplied free if someone buys Blast or Fury games. We shall see. That brings me on to the format of these shows. I intend to focus on the Express games, plus Fury Hardball and Fury Football, and also including Highlight Maker Hoops. That's special to me because it's the first game I've ever played that brought my wife to the tabletop sports table. She loves playing it as long as I don't have Michael Jordan every time. We're watching the Last Dance, the Bulls documentary now, and she realises what great players they are. But even now, she's more insistent that I don't just get to use those players. Each show, though, will start off with the discussion of one of these games, and follow it will be a game that we'll play twice. And the first run through will be the game as written. I know that some people stick rigidly to the rules as written or as they've been clarified by Keith. I like to add a few homebrew rules, and this is the pure genius for me of PLAAY Games, that you can do that and it still doesn't detract from the essential beauty and ethos of the game engine. So let's get started really on today's game. It's History Maker Baseball. This was a game that, in its written format, I've got to admit I had doubts about. I've had quite a few discussions with people. I know that it's amazing how many games some people have played. I know that Bob has played over 1,000 games with it, and at first I had my doubts. How would I relate to there being no pitcher batting, no pinch hitters, one reliever for all the bullpen? But I found it difficult to comprehend. But if we fast forward 3 months, and I'm now replaying the whole of 1985 MLB season as played, using the rules as written. So I'm a part convert, but I do intend in any tournament projects to use my home brew rules. So if I'm having any season or project or knockout tournament, I'll start off using History Maker Baseball Express and use my homebrew rules, and then in the later stages I'll switch to the full version of History Maker Baseball. My homebrew rules, I allow 3 pinch hitters per game who have to stay in once they come in, unless they've pinch hit for the pitcher who will bat in National League games. I allow 2 relievers, and if the closer comes in and closes that game, he can stay in for the next game. He can come in. If the first reliever that comes in, though, if that's not the closer, he will have to miss the following games. In fact, he'll go back to the bottom of the relievers pack. I think that without further ado, we need to get these games underway. We're replaying today Game 1 of the World Series 1988, the famous Gibson at bat. I'd been made redundant at the time in the UK, and I'd bought two taxis. The only way we could listen in the UK at that time was Armed Forces Radio and Television Network, and the signal was not good. I had these 2 ladies I'd picked up from town, picked up in a taxi sense, and I was driving them to their destination, and I started to lose the signal. So I said to them, is it okay if I stop here, because it'll be over in 1 minute, because the last at bat's coming up? And they said, yeah, no problem. Obviously 10 minutes later, I'd just heard the greatest at that time at bat to me in history, and I was just blown away by the drama of that. I'd never experienced that in any sport, and for me it's still etched. Every ball of that at bat is still etched in my memory. After taking advice from fellow gamers, Kurt Gibson will start in Game 1 instead of Mickey Hatcher, because obviously with the rules as written you can pick your best team, it's highlights, and it was in Dodger Stadium there at Chavez Ravine, but pitchers will not bat. In Game 2 he will not start, and of course depending on circumstances he may not even get into the game. But to say thank you for watching me, and particularly this first episode, there will be a prize. During the 2 games I will use 2 phrases used by the great Vince Scully during his commentary of that at-bat, and if you send me a direct message on Facebook Messenger with the 2 sayings and the minutes I said them, you will go into a draw that will be done by Keith for either one to win one of the Express games or any of the Play Now games. If you live outside the US, you will have to pay the postage, please, that's all. The final thing is, I don't even know what those sayings are yet, but I do know all of them off by heart, and 2 of them will appear. So without further ado, let's play ball. So here we are. I'll just quickly run through the lineups for those of you that don't know. We've got for Oakland, we've got Carney Lansford at third base leading off, Dave Henderson there in centre field, Jose Canseco on right field, Dave Parker a clean-up, Mark Maguire the first baseman, followed by Terry Steinbeck the catcher, Glenn Hubbard and Walt Weiss the shortstop. For the Dodgers, the great Steve Sachs leading off, Franklin Stubbs at first base, Kirk Gibson in left field. I don't know with no wheels how he'll manage to catch any of the balls, but he is playing there. Mike Marshall at right field, John Shelby centre field, Mike Socia catcher, Jeff Hamilton third base and Alfredo Griffin the shortstop. On the mound for the Dodgers we've got Tim Belcher, and Dave Stewart will be taking the mound for the A's. The two closers if needed are Jay Howell for the Dodgers and Dennis Eckersley, as if we didn't know, for the A's. So I don't think there's anything else to do except let's play ball, or we will do once I find my men on base. Just give me one moment. I may make some mistakes during these broadcasts. I'm not very experienced at it, but I'm sure I'll get better. So, fast action cards over to the left here. Play ball. Belcher to Lansford. 3-3-4. 3-3-4. Star pitcher. Yes. No runs. Steve Sachs comes to the plate. Dave Stewart pitching. 3-3-5. Struggler pitcher, no. Champion batter, no. No runs. So we go to the top of two. Dave Henderson coming up for the A's. Let me just adjust the camera because some of it's slightly off screen. Yeah, I think that's better. Dave Henderson coming to the plate. 3-3-6. Workman pitcher, no. Sad sack batter, no. Home run, solo home run, no. He's a slugger and it's not a 6. Men on base, sorry, no. RBI, deciding yes or no. So it's a no for Henderson. So Franklin Stubbs coming up for the Dodgers. 4-5-6. Pitcher not fresh. He is fresh. Champion batter. No runs. Solo home run. It's not a 6. No, and he's only a semi-slugger. Top of 3 coming up. Trading duck eggs at the moment. Jose Canseco. 1-2-2. Struggler pitcher, no. Champion batter is semi-champion. He is champion. Men on base is semi-active. He's not active. So 1-2-2. It's man on first. So the first base runner of the game, Jose Canseco on base. We read on the men on base chart, and it's 26. Home run king hits homer. He's not a home run king, it's contact. And the result is 2. If he's a sad sack, he's a ground out. Otherwise RBI, then end of inning. So Oakland take a 1-0 lead, end of the inning, and the Dodgers come up. And it's Kurt Gibson. .366. Workman pitcher, no. Utility batter, no. And it's another RBI decider, yes or no. Gibson. And Gibson drives one in to tie the score. He's already proven his worth. Okay. Top of 4. 115. Struggler pitcher, no. Utility batter, no. Men on base, -1 if flash. He is flash. So it's 3. Runners on first and second. Yeah, we'll go runners on first and second. Get the choice in that. When I'm playing my homebrew rules, I do it on the decider die, but in this case we get the choice. So Maguire, creates men on first and second. We got Teddy Steinbach, and we go to the men on base chart. 1-4. Scrapper hits single, no. It's a double. Roll again. So both of those men score. So it's 3-1. A's. Glenn Hubbard. 1-3-3. Ace pitcher, no. Sad sack batter, no. RBI. No. End of inning. So Hubbard didn't get the man home. Dodgers trail 3-1. Mike Marshall coming to the plate. 1-2-4. Ace pitcher, no. Champion batter, no. No runs. Top of 5. Walt Weiss. Belcher to Weiss. 2-4-6. Star pitcher, yes. No runs. Bottom of 5. Shelby. 1-5-6. Ace pitcher. No. Sad sack batter, no. Men on base, -1 if flash. He's semi-flash, and he is flash. So it was 2, so there's just a man on first. Shelby creating something here. We go to the mob chart, and it's 2-6. Home run king hits home run. Roll again, no. Contact. 4. Champion or hero, RBI, no. Otherwise RBI, then end of in. Sorry, otherwise ground out, end of inning. So Scioscia fails to get the man home. Top of 6. Carney Lansford. 1-4-6. Ace or dynamic pitcher, no. Sad sack batter, no. Men on base again, -1 if control. He is control, so it's 4. So runners on first and third. The ace threatening in almost every inning here. Dave Henderson. Can he drive these in? 35. Control pitcher, ground out, end of inning. Belcher gets away with it. without any further harm. So the Dodgers still in this, only 2 runs behind. And Jeff Hamilton coming to the plate. 3-3-5. Struggling pitcher, no. Champion batter, no. No runs. Top of 7. Canseco. 1-2-5. Pitcher not fresh. In mine, whatever rules I'm using, pitcher's semi-fresh in 5, 6 and 7, so we'll check. Pitcher not fresh. He is fresh. So 1-2-5. Champion batter. He's semi-champion. He's not champion. So no runs. Canseco. Bottom of 7 coming up. Dodgers only 2 runs down. Need to get something going though quickly. 4-5-6. Pitcher not fresh. The same. Let's try. Pitcher is not fresh. Men on base. It's just a man on first. The sacks coming up. Lara's thinking about bringing Eckersley in, but it's too early yet. And Stewart's doing a good job, really. Let's go to the men on base chart. 1-1. Batting team harmony. Well, I'm just using decider die for harmony, so, or are the batting team harmony? Let's check. RBI. Sorry, decider die. Yes, they are. So it's a single. Roll again. So it's on the first chart, so it's just 1 run. So men on first and second. Dodgers threatening. 66. Scrapper hits single. Roll again. Ah, it's a double. Both runs score. Stubbs ties up this game at 3. And Gibson coming to the plate. At the bottom of 7. Roll again on the men on base. 5-6. Patient, no contact. 6. Ground out. Gibson brings the inning to an end, but not before. Stubbs tied it up with that base clearing double. So coming to the top of 8, we are tied at 3. A great game to start us off here. Dave Parker, 1-4-6. Ace or dynamic pitcher? No. Sad sack batter? No. Men on base? -1 if control. Yes, he is control. Runners on first and third. I think we've seen enough, although it's tied. Belcher's being taken out. We can't afford to go behind at this stage, the Dodgers, and we're going to bring in Jay Howell. So we come back to the main chart. 2-4-5. Struggler pitcher, no. Sad sack batter, no. Men on base, -1 flash or control. Is flash and semi-control. So it's 3. Runners on first and second, or runner on third. So we'll go for runners on first and second, but those 2 men on base have scored. So the move to the pen did not work for Tommy Lasorda. (1-5). Scrapper hits a double, roll again. No. Home run. Then end of inning. A 3-run shot. And this game is almost done for the A's. They've gone clear in the 8th inning. Lead 8-3. Big inning there for them. Bottom of 8. 3-3-6. Workman pitcher, no. Sad sack batter, no. RBI, yes or no? Yeah. So Marshall drives one in, brings it back to 8-4. We go to the top of 9. Just shuffling the fast action deck. Okay, top of 9, Steinbeck. 2-3-5. Star pitcher, no. Sad sack batter, no. Men on base, -1 if flash. And is 1 and 0, so that makes it 0. So, last chance for the Dodgers. Stewart comes, bringing a complete game into it, leading 8-4 to John Shelby. 2-2-5. Ace pitcher, no. Hero batter, no. No runs, and that's the end of the game. The A's take an 8-4 victory. I think I made a couple of mistakes during that game, but I think you get the gist of, if you've not played it before, what a fast, fun game it is. And you still, although you're only seeing highlights, you still get the essence, and great players can still produce great moments in it. And I think that that was a good representation. I mean, before this series, if I remember rightly, in reality, the A's were really strong favourites to win this series. They're a bit of a ragtag and bobtail at the time. They were beating up the Dodgers, but the whole momentum of the series shifted. So much so that in reality, Gibson only had 1 at bat, but ended up MVP for the series. You know, fantastic. We'll be back in once I've reset. I'm just going to pause, and then I'm going to reset with using my rules, my homebrew rules. Okay, we're going to go again now. The teams are set up. Mickey Hatch is now playing third for the Dodgers instead of Kirk Gibson. We've got Forgot to tell you, Doug Harvey is at home plate. Umpire Derwood Merrill first, Bruce Fromming on second, and Daryl Cousins on third. Tim Belcher again pitching, and Dave Stewart for the A's. Both teams are just have normal mood and will roll for harmonic or otherwise, or dissonance. Okay, let's play ball. Let's see. Reminder that 3 pinch hitters are allowed, and let me just move the camera slightly, get this so you can see better. I think that's like better. I keep knocking it. Sorry, I am inexperienced at this, but I'll get better as the weeks go on. Let's play ball. 3-3-6. Workman pitcher, no. Sad sack batter, no. RBI. Decider, yes. Oakland take an early lead again. Top of first. Three, 4, 5. Star pitcher, he's semi-star, no. 3, 4, 5. Sad sack batter, no. Men on base, -1 if flash or control. 3, 4, 5 is flash, semi-flash and semi-control. He's not, so there's a man on first. Dodgers trying to fight back early. Let's go to the mob chart. 23, eager. He's not eager. It's a walk. Roll again. Mickey Hatcher coming to the plate. 35. Control pitcher, ground out, semi-control. And it is control pitcher. Stewart pitches his way out of that jam. Just let me reset this. For some reason it's gone to inning 9. Restart. That's better. I hope you can see that scoreboard. So I looked everywhere for an on-screen scoreboard, but this is about as the best I could find. So we come to the top of 2 with Dave Henderson at the plate. The A's leading 1-0, 1-1-3. Struggler pitcher, no. Utility batter, no. Another RBI decider die. And they score again. Oakland 2, Dodgers 0. Dodgers, by the way, are my second favourite team after the Cubs. I've loved the Cubbies for many years. Seen them play, and by some sort of miracle I've seen them play about 14 times, and even when they've been at their worst I've never seen them lose. Amazing. Maybe I should just live in Chicago. Cubs will repeat 2016 every year. I can't see it coming for a few more years though. We're back to normal. Rebuilding. Cubs have been rebuilding every year since I've been watching. Okay. Bottom of 2, Mike Marshall. 3-4-4. Workman pitcher, no. Sad sack batter, no. Men on base, -1 if control. He's semi-control, he's not control. So the bases are loaded for the Dodgers. John Shelby coming up. 55. Batting team dissonance or pitching team harmony. Are the batting team dissonant? No. Are the pitching team harmonic? No. In that case, it's a single. And it's in the second column, so runners advance 2 bases. So it's a single. He scores, he goes to third, and 2 runs cross the plate. So we're tied. Roll on men on base again. 33. Scrapper hits single. Socia is a single, is a scrapper. Hits a single. Dodgers take the lead. 3-2. Men on first and second. A chance for a big inning here. 13. Fresh pitcher gets pop out. End of inning. Top of third. So Stewart manages to douse the fire with only 3 runs crossing the plate. Top of third coming up. Jose Canseco, 3.55. Star pitcher. Yes. No runs. Alfredo Griffin for the Dodgers. 1-1-2. Ace pitcher. No. Sad sack batter. Semi sad sack. 1-1-2. Sad sack batter. No runs. So we go to the top of 4. One, two, three. Workman, a struggler, no. Champion batter, no. No runs. One, four, five. Ace or dynamic pitcher, no. Sad sack batter. It's Tim Belcher batting. 1-4-5. Sad sack batter, so no runs. So we go to the top of 5 with Mark Maguire. 1-1-3. Struggler pitcher, no. Utility batter, no. RBI, yes. A's tie it up. End of the inning. So Steve Sachs, 1-2-6. Struggler or gilded, no. Hero batter, no. No runs, solo home run, no. Top of 6, Terry Steinbeck. 1-2-6. Struggler or gilded pitcher, no. Hero batter, he's a semi-hero. Here's a hero. Men on base. 4, he's stoic, semi-stoic. So it reduces to 3. Runners on first and second, or runners on third. We're going to go runners on first and second for Glenn Hubbard. Men on base chart. 2-3. Eager. Grounds out. He's not eager. It's a walk. The bases are loaded for Weiss. Belcher struggling here. Top of 6. Just going to have a look through the pen for Brian Holton's going to come on for the Dodgers in relief. So we go back to the main chart. 155. He's an ace pitcher. He is ace, and we could have given him the ace category anyway, but he's no runs. So Holton pitched his way out of a massive jam then. And we're still tied at 3. Bottom of 6. 136. Ace pitcher, no. Hero batter, no. Chance for solo home run, no. He's not. It's not 6, and he's a slugger. No runs. We come to the top of 7, and Dave Stewart batting. La Russa is going with Stewart. 4, 5, 6. Pitcher not fresh. Top of 7. Not fresh. 4, 5, 6. Men on base. 4, 5, 6. He's stoic. So it's -1. It's 5. Runners on second and third. For the 7th. Carney Lansford, oh, keeping with him. 34. Slugger hits a double. Roll again. It's a single. Then end of inning. He scored 2 runs. The A's to lead it. 5-3. Coming to the bottom 7. Shuffling the pack. One, 2, 3. Workman or struggler, no. Champion batter, no. No runs. We come to the top of 8. David Henderson. 3, 5, 6. Workman pitcher, no. Champion batter, no. No runs. Solo home run, is a slugger, no. So, Dodgers are running out of time here. Mike Marshall, 144. Struggler pitcher, no. Sad sack batter, no. Men on base, -1 from Black if control. Semi-control, he is control, so it's 3. Runners on first and second. We'll put first and second. And I think Dave Stewart's he's gone. Bottom of 8. And Dennis Eckersley's coming on. And I can't believe my eyes really, because John Shelby's taking a seat and the Dodgers crowd are going berserk. The Dodgers are trying to catch lightning here, because unbelievably, a man who wasn't even in uniform 20 minutes ago is coming to the plate. Gibson against Eckersley. Trying to save this game for the Dodgers. The crowd was so excited the camera moved. There we go. Okay, play ball, shouts Doug Harvey, and we come back to the main charts. 2-4-4. Is he an ace pitcher? He is an ace pitcher. He's just come in. No runs. Take a seat, Kirk Gibson. Eckersley wins this matchup. Gibson has to stay in the game. Brian Hulton pitching to Canseco. 1-3-6. Ace pitcher, yes. No runs. So, last chance for the Dodgers. They're bringing on, instead of Rick Dempsey, they're bringing on, Rick Dempsey's coming on for Socia. Pinch hitting. Eckersley trying to close this down for the A's. 3-5-6. Workman pitcher, no. Champion batter, no. No runs. Solo home run, nope. This game is in the books. So there you have it. Slightly different flavour, same result. A's win. Okay, so there we have it. I hope you enjoyed episode 1. Mistakes are plenty. Made a couple of mistakes on the play, shaky camera, but hey, I promise to upload it and share it with you, boards and all, and I will get better as time goes on. I've realised that the table I'm using, it moves slightly, so I've got that all organised for episode 2. I hope you enjoyed the two different games. One with the rules as written. You can see that is a really enjoyable game if you're doing long projects, or it's fantastic. You can get through a game in sometimes 6-8 minutes. Fantastic. If you're playing with some homebrew rules, it just adds that extra dimension if you've got more time. At the moment, my nephew's staying with us here in Cyprus, and we're replaying the 2016 World Series, Cubs and Indians, and we're using the homebrew rules, and it does add that extra dimension for head-to-head play. You get those choices to make. Are you going to bring in your pinch hitter, and he's got to stay in, he's got to miss the next game. It just adds a few more wrinkles to the game, but whichever one you play, I'd say just buy it. It's a fantastic game, and don't forget, before you go, to like and subscribe and get those direct messages off to me by next Friday, and then Keith will do the draw for the winner of either, you can choose either any of the Express games from Play or any of the Play Now games. In episode 2, we'll be moving to Highlight Maker Hoops, and we'll be using the All-Time Greats set. I play it like a bit like I'm going to play it a bit like the Dodgeball World Tour. So the teams will be split in. Players will be split into 2 teams, and then we'll draw every night for who's going to play in that particular game. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. See you soon.